it starts with just asking the question, what do you want to do when you grow up?
When you empower them, you bring information to them, you give students an opportunity to think outside of the box.
There's a direct impact on the students, the teachers.
All they need to do is knock on that door, walk through it, and they will see that their dreams can inspire their careers.
You have these academics, you're learning these certain things, and these certain things can lead to bigger jobs. But what is your passion?
Igniting that passion, giving them the tools, the transparency, persevere.
I see the light in their eyes of the excitement and just the raw feeling that someone's here to kind of take those steps with them and not be afraid to ask those questions and figure everything out together.
Anne Arundel Student Career Excellence is a collaboration between Anne Arundel Local Workforce Development Board, Anne Arundel Workforce Development Corporation, Anne Arundel County Public Schools, and Anne Arundel Community College. These partners work together under Blueprint for Maryland's Future to stretch and expand the minds of all middle school and high school students through career awareness, exposure, exploration, and planning. The ultimate outcome of this initiative is for students to gain an understanding of how their education connects to careers to help them develop strategies for achieving education and career goals. There are 4 focuses in this initiative: self-exploration and career exploration, skill development, education pathways, and engaging and supporting families and parents. Self-exploration and career exploration.
We are just getting activities going with what kind of car would you like to have? What type of house would you like to live in? And of course they come up with, I want a Bugatti. I want a 20-room mansion. And I'm like, that's awesome. But let's look and see how much that costs. We go through different activities like that, and it gets them thinking. It causes them to see, okay, if I want a Bugatti, I have to make Bugatti money. So where is that going to come from? So we do practical applications, practical activities just to get their minds rolling and thinking about, not only do I want these things, they are attainable, but what do I have to do to accomplish my goals so that I can get there and achieve them?
I asked them to list 5 careers in the school building, and it took them a minute or so to think about it. I said, you're looking at a particular career right now. I was referring to their teacher. They did not see their teacher, educator, as a career initially. And then they started writing the janitor. And I said, let's rephrase that as like maybe the custodian worker or the custodial engineer. And then I asked them to write 5 careers down in their neighborhood. Who do you see in your neighborhood? And they were perplexed. It took them a minute, and I said, think about it. Who delivers your mail? Oh, okay.
The activities that I brought to the students were dream boards. Dream boards were tools that I use so that they can set goals for their future.
I've also been a chaperone for a STEM field trip to JA BizTown. Very cool field trip. Students really enjoyed it, and I got to work one-on-one with them.
So we've done the interest profiler and Pathful Connect. We also have taken the career assessment and Pathful Explorer.
So one of the first things that comes to mind is the career cluster survey I took with the 8th grade students at AMS. The massive amounts of career pathways that are available, and where do we begin? So that's why I actually really enjoyed getting the results of those career cluster surveys with the students. We were kind of just gauging their interest and seeing what their top 3 industries are. And from there, it actually helped me develop smaller sessions and group the students together, so that way we can all organize our thoughts, explore what careers are relative to that industry, and it also gave them a chance to develop and connect with students who share the similar interests.
Many students sign up immediately to start working with me in small group sessions. Others sign up immediately to start working one-on-one.
I've also done individual and small group sessions with students to work with them and figure out, or help them figure out a little more of what they want their lives to look like after school.
I also had the opportunity to invite the recruiter from the National Security Agency, and he came in and made a presentation to the students in which he explained about different type of careers here at the NSA. He also explained to them that the NSA has internships and a pre-apprenticeship program that students can access from the time that they reach the 11th grade. Once they're in their programs, or even if they apply for a summer internship, if they're interested in a career in the NSA, the benefits that they can offer to them, especially even they can go up to even pay for tuition for college. That's one of the activities based on the requests, direct requests of students and teachers.
Students and I have been able to do a variety of activities, primarily in class presentations. So that's included presentations on what the different industries are, also specific presentations that are subject specific. So I've had the opportunity to present in math classes and kind of show students what are math-centric careers, as well as the same kind of presentation in technology classes. I'm kind of telling them what kind of careers in tech are available, which is really important for my particular students because it is a STEM-based school.
Different people from the community came in for social studies, and we really aligned the Civil War era with the careers that are out there. And so we had delegates come in, we had interns from the delegate office come in, we had executive producer come in that discussed really, the opportunities that you have to discuss civil issues and circumstances that are happening in the community and how that is portrayed via the media. And we also had a WBAL-TV engineer come in who was a trailblazer as well. It happened in March, so we really were blessed to have these people come in. And that just really aligned with the social studies curriculum and helped them understand how the social studies align with careers. And if they were interested, how can they pursue it?
Our first quarter was human bodies, so talking about nursing and doctoring and what that could possibly look like if you're interested in it. Our second was just more earth tone. We invited my daughter, who is a graduate of Cat North, and we talked about different agricultural jobs when they came in. So it was really nice to have a partnership of bringing alumni back too.
Another opportunity was when a student from Cat North came over, or actually two students from Cat North came over to discuss what their trades were, which was culinary and barbering. The students were really able to connect with them because they were very close and similar in age, but understanding their experience that they went through in getting to Cat North and what does that mean and what does it look like.
We've also had an entrepreneurship panel. Our students were able to meet with various entrepreneurs in the community and learn what it means to start your own business, challenges that come with that, and the accomplishments that also come with it.
I had a guest speaker on January the 18th, and she actually took the time to talk about how she used her graphic design degree and also her love for bikes. And she runs her own business at this point. And also take the time to manage their website from a social media standpoint. So those correlations, students have a better grasp of, okay, I can really do this. I can really make this into something I want to do long term.
I liked Career Day. We had a physical therapist come in, and she was able to explain at that time, well, this is why you learn this. Mm-hmm. I had a lab specialist come in who works with the criminal area, and he came in and he explain the different lab testing that happens on drugs. And to be honest with you, most kids were like, oh, that's interesting to know. And it really piped off some different people to really say, well, why do we do this the way that we do? And he was able to answer questions.
Career Day was really fun because we got to walk people around, but we also got to listen to all these different careers and what it takes to be able to do them, and learn about, what they do and if it would interest us.
I got to meet a lot of people that did different careers. I got to meet policemen and nurses and a veterinarian.
She's hosted a Career Day. I loved the volunteers, especially Miss Osborne, and it really brought light to a bunch of different careers and people who go into these careers. Miss Osborne said not a lot of women are gym trainers, and she was.
I also been able to work in partnership with the ABBA coordinator as she was planning herself the first Career Day event in the school. We both partner, we both work in the organization, inviting the businesses, preparing the media center, and it was a very good success to the point that we ended up doing 3 Career Days throughout the year.
Me and Ms. Jones have worked closely together on the career fair. So she had this big idea and she was trying to figure out how to implement it or make everything work. I put on a smaller career day event last year, so we worked very closely to make this year's event happen, which turned out amazing. She did great, and everybody loved it. Just the conversations I've had with them, like, who was your favorite presenter? What did you love most? Like, they would get big, like, wide-eyed for certain things. A lot of them really loved the firefighter presentation. But while it was super engaging and very exciting, a lot of them realized that it wasn't for them. So I feel like even on the opposite end, it helped them see what they were interested in, while it also helped them see things that they might not have even known existed.
I also had the joy of working on not just one, but 2 career days. And with these career days, we brought professionals from the Air Force, from the medical field, from law, from technology, and we taught the children that what they see is actually obtainable in their own life. They had the opportunity to ask questions, and they heard from their facilitators what they would need to do to get in their place one day.
Skill development.
She uses our media space to work with students on their soft skills as well, which is kind of fascinating for me to kind of just watch and witness and see what that's all about.
Making sure that we're planning for careers, having them understand what interviews look like, being punctual in the workplace, understanding how to conduct themselves, how those things are important. It's really great that we're able to step in and help now. So moving forward, they have a better grasp before they enter the workforce.
I love soft skills because it shows how to dress, how to be nice, how to shake your hand, how to get ready in college.
Particularly one student met with me at the beginning of the school year. She was really excited in particular careers, so we kind of went through what that career path looks like, what resources she would need, what kind of colleges she might need to go to or majors that she might want to consider. And I always follow up my one-on-ones with students with a little recap of what we went over and if there are any summer camps or any opportunities that they can take even as middle schoolers. I really think that hands-on experience is important for them.
In partnership with Anne Arundel Community College, there are a series of summer camp programs that are going to be accessible for our students for free. There is a long 1-week youth leadership workshop, and we are able to also sponsor that.
Apparently the student, her parent is actually one of the PTO board members. So when the parent came in to meet with the principal, the parent was really excited about it. And I was like, how can we get this into the high schools?
Education pathways.
It's my goal and mission to help them know that whether you want to go to a 4-year college, whether you want to go into the military, whether you would like to pursue a trade, whatever it is you want to do, that is fine as long as it's your passion. I'm here to help you find that way to get there. I'm here to help them think through the tough questions like, how am I going to tell my parents that I would rather pursue a trade instead of going to a 4-year college? I'm here to help them, just encourage and motivate them.
It's very much like having a map of careers, the education that's going to be needed, the work that's going to be needed, all the little steps that sometimes people miss. They just see the end results, the money, but there are a lot of little paths along the way and also branching out into that same career. It allows the students to really see what's involved and whether they would like to pursue that career or maybe have another one that piques their curiosity.
Engage and support parents' families.
We're in the community, and the community members now know who we are. You know, when you first get introduced, you're not really sure, but now that they know we're here and we're here to stay, and what we're doing is actually going to benefit everyone. I think everyone is excited and going to be looking forward to just this whole initiative expanding and becoming greater as time goes on.
We actually wrapped it up with a resource fair because in order for our students to even have the confidence to explore everything around them, we have to make sure that all their needs are met. So what better way to provide a resource fair where they can connect to local businesses and local organizations that can help them with food, with clothing, maybe their parents need rental assistance. So it was really a great way for both our families and our students to connect to different organizations within their own community.
Impact, groundbreaking.
It was definitely a very positive experience. She's very open and she is so willing to help whenever you have a question about careers or your future.
When we started at the beginning of the school year, students were like, what's career coaching? But as we've worked through it, they've gone on to, well, I have this whole career plan. Like I could see myself designing different things. A lot of STEM, a lot of engineering. I am in a STEM magnet school. Above and beyond that, there's a lot of students interested in healthcare, in research, in doing big things that can have a powerful impact in the community. And it's awesome to see them realize that they may not need a four-year college. They may be able to do it with trade school, with certifications, with apprenticeship opportunities, work-based learning experiences once they reach that level in high school. There's a lot of options, and I think students are really excited to learn about those options because they didn't know it existed before.
I've really seen a lot of students kind of come into their own and be really excited about the different opportunities. So whether we have a guest speaker coming in and students are like, hey, Mix Bryant, what does that look like? This guest speaker, could they answer questions for me? So it's been really exciting to see students broaden their understanding of what careers exist.
After that first round of introductory activities with 8th grade students, just seeing the curiosity spark in their mind was a huge win for me. So that alone made me know that we're headed in the right direction and we're doing the work and we're meeting them where they have to report right in school, in their classes. So it was a great opportunity to actually work one-on-one with all the students and making those connections, making it a little more personal so they know we're here to support them.
It's bringing opportunities that not only helps the students start this process and continue this process of career exploration, but also deep into themselves. I did not know that by me doing this means that I have the potential of being a leader, or recognizing themselves, their leadership skills, or even recognizing other skills and how can they use those towards their own personal growth and defining what are they going to do.
Based on my school, I can say that career coaching has had an impact on core classes, math, science, language arts, history, to really understand the application of the real world experience. Also with some of our elective classes in our school, we have a lot of students who want to be an influencer, or they may want to be a football player, basketball player, soccer player. So introducing them to those other positions around that main character that are equally important.
I feel like the career coaching initiative aligns with both career and academic for students because a lot of times, especially in the middle school level, students really struggle to see how what they're working on is relevant, maybe how they can apply it in their everyday life, or even the point where they have to focus on what career they would like to go into. They already have an idea because they were exposed to it.
When I share these things with them, they really sat up straight and they perked up on it. And I actually met quite a few students in the hallways that wanted to discuss it further because they actually saw an opportunity to get an education so they could get employment doing something they actually like.
I feel that the career coaches had a dynamic impact this year. It was an inaugural year where we started everything. We walked in, to be honest, blindly, but that allowed us to really form our goals and outcomes and our missions and our visions for each individual school. Being able to align the community and to align the workforce and as well as families and the school system was really great to see and really awesome to be a part of, especially being a ground runner.
The students were excited because we were able to ask them questions that helped them start thinking about their future, things that they never even thought about before, some things, some careers that they never heard of. Now they're excited, they're exploring these careers as a result of the activities that we present to them. The parents are excited because they just want them to start thinking about something. So they're happy, and the staff has also been welcoming, and they're excited because we've kind of taken a load off of them, because even though it's not necessarily in their curriculum to teach, it's something that staff is always concerned about. You always want your students to exit the school with a plan.
That she could see a variety of ways she could help her community and grow, the different paths of education that she would need in order to work and to get those jobs and to be able to progress as an individual helping our community.
I think as this first year of career coaching, seeing a person in the school building who specifically does workforce development was kind of a shocker to some of the students, because They usually are introduced to someone for college and career readiness in high school. So it was something new and something that was embraced by the students. I actually felt very welcomed by a lot of the 8th graders when I initially came in, especially being a Latina. My school, Annapolis Middle School, has a large population of Latinos. Them just seeing someone who speaks just like them, who looks like them, they provided a very warm welcome.
I know as a Black queer individual, it's really important to have representation in the schools that we're in. I know that I would have loved to see somebody like me as a little middle schooler, as a high schooler, and to know that it's possible, that just as you are as a student, you can be a professional. And I really am excited to be able to work with students and help them see that.